I'm Sofia, and I'd love to welcome you to Raising Your Game. I believe that everybody has genius inside them, no exception. Life and nature are genial. And what I do is I help people break through from where they are, which is sometimes at like an 80% of what's possible for them, shining brightly. And I help them move to 100% because at that place, it's where the genius emerges. And funnily enough, everything's easier when you're in your place of genius. And I absolutely believe that you can live from that place so that it becomes your way of being, not just in moments. And I say this because I've stumbled on a way of doing this for me and breaking through limitations I never thought I'd be able to. It came out of a difficult moment where despite winning awards, living out a dream project, I got to a moment where I was on a plane and I had the thought, if the plane goes down, I'll be relieved. Shocking thought. And to cut a long story short, I'd talked myself out of my bigger dreams. I'd stopped taking the project to another level, and it had made me miserable deep down. I hadn't realised it. And I got really curious as to why we talk ourselves out of our dreams. I see this happening everywhere. And I went into the deepest recesses of the mind. I used myself as a laboratory, and what I discovered was for me absolutely groundbreaking. And this was that even and especially with the most intelligent people, limitations show up as convictions. Convictions that are held in place like a religion. And when we try and go against those limitations, we experience a lot of resistance because it's as though we're holding on to those limitations for our dear life. And it's as though those limitations are an addiction. And what I discovered was that at the level of emotions, they are an addiction. We get withdrawal even. And that's about being addicted to a state of being. And it's what I call state addiction. When I treated my own convictions as though they were state addictions, my limitations fell away. And it was like in the Matrix where they started to dissolve. And it's still happening for me. And I started to access this exuberance around my dreams and see myself in my dreams like I had done in my youth. And I'm 45 now, so hopefully I have some wisdom to temper that exuberance. But this is what's possible, and it's possible for you. It's possible for you to break through those limitations. Often they're limitations that we've got to a point of thinking they're true and they're not shiftable. But when we're in that place of our genius knows which ones are valid out of the limitations and which ones we're effectively addicted to, in a way that, sometimes feels like a matter of life and death. We'll hold on to them. And that's not great when those limitations are not valid. So that's what I help people do, to break out of these limitations and shine as brightly as they possibly can. So if you have that feeling in you that somewhere on the line, even though lots of things might be going amazingly for you, but somewhere in the line, if you feel like you might have sold out on an aspect of your dreams and you want to go for that 100%, then you've come to the right place, and I'd love to work with you. To explore how you can live more of your genius and break through those last limitations, give me a call or email me and I'll be delighted to talk with you.